me know if it works.
Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah, you are live right now. Looks like.
Is the sound working as well? I'm just gonna quickly check.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, your sound is good.
Let me know if... Okay, perfect. Well, I'm just gonna quickly share the link then, and then we can get going.
Okay.
Or could you quickly share it for me? Just so I don't mess
Yeah,
up
yeah,
the
yeah.
screens and stuff.
Yeah, I will do that.
Then I'm gonna open it myself just to be able to interact with the chat a bit in case anyone is coming. Okay. Think we are good to go.
I'm sharing
Sure.
of channels.
Oh, good. No
Okay,
hurry.
done. Yeah,
You're done?
done.
Okay. All right. So maybe introduce yourself a little bit. When did you start playing? How long have you been playing?
I guess I started playing when Corona arrives
Okay.
in the world. 2 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I am 32 years old. I was playing Dead Alert 2 when I was a kid, and Varianson, I guess, and little bit generals, but on a noob levels, of course.
Fair
I
enough.
was playing against brutal armies, and yeah, I guess
How did you find out
I
about Zero
made,
Hour?
I guess, generals gentlemen.
Okay.
I was watching a lot of streams and having fun. Also, Dominator streams.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think these two introduced a lot of people to Zero Hour.
Yeah. And then I started to play like casino games, CXN games.
Okay, you probably have more
And
experience than I do in these games.
and thanks to Dominator, I find out game replays and yeah, impressed by World Series tournaments and wanted to be pro, I guess, after that.
Okay, so how would you describe your current level?
I guess I'm improving. If I if I keep playing like this, I always watch my replays back and watch my streams back so I can find out my uh, errors
Mm-hmm.
so I can fix them.
That sounds good.
And yeah, trying to play better players than me all the time
Yeah, I think
so I
that's
can learn
pretty
from
important.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Playing a lot versus Logica lately. He likes to play with me. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah,
So I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
he's
that's
very hard to
very
beat.
good practice
Very
for
hard
you.
to beat.
I agree.
But now I guess I am giving him a hard time sometimes.
Oh,
I
that's pretty
mean, our
impressive
games
after 2 years.
coming a little bit closer comparing the other ones. I don't know. Kind
Okay,
of feeling like improving, yeah.
nice, nice.
And
So
also streaming tournaments also helps me a lot. I mean, even though I don't play much, I can see what pro players doing in tournaments,
right.
so I can copy them. I can learn some build orders from them and apply.
Okay, so one thing I would
Yeah,
say
that's it.
is you shouldn't just blindly copy what you see, but you should actually try to understand why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's
I'm
really
doing that.
important because
Yeah,
even a
that's
lot of
right.
experts do a lot of things that are actually pretty bad. So you don't want to really just blindly copy it. But I agree when it comes to like the starting build order, I think it's good at your level to mostly copy like what the experts are doing. Because what I
Yeah,
see a lot
yeah,
is when I try to help some semis is they try to come up with their own build orders and their build orders are pretty bad and they don't even realize it, and that already puts them at a pretty big disadvantage if they're playing against better players. So just eliminating that by, I would say, yeah, copying build orders for now is pretty good for you. So yeah,
yeah, that's true.
let's
If
have
you
a
understand why they're doing.
let's have a brief look at how you're playing and if there's anything I
Okay,
can point out.
okay.
So I'd say to start with, I think it's a little bit easier to be quick with your workers if you hotkey your command center at the start.
Okay, that's key.
One thing I've noticed because I've watched your stream previously is that you do tend to use mostly hotkeys when you're building stuff, and
Yeah.
that's already pretty good. Okay, this I don't get. So why are you not using a hotkey for your workers? That's like one of the most frequent hotkeys you need to use as GLA. So how comes you're using your mouse for that?
Yeah, that's true. I sometimes messing up with hotkeys. That's why maybe I don't use it on GLA. I use it on China and USA. I even use hotkey on USA drones,
Okay,
first drone, I
so
mean.
if
But
the
yeah,
worker hotkey is inconvenient for you, you should change it to something else, but you should definitely be using hotkeys for that. Like in general, I think you want to try to build everything with hotkeys if possible, because the downside of using your mouse, let me just point it out for you.
okay.
You see like how your mouse cursor is here right now, and say there's a battle going on. You want your mouse cursor to be in the middle of the screen so you can respond to everything. But if your mouse cursor is down here, like how can you react to anything that's happening up here? I don't think you can. So this is like one thing you should immediately fix. Try to use hotkeys
Using
for that.
hotkeys on workers.
Yeah, at least for the most common things. Like if you don't know the hotkey for like a microwave tank, who cares? You're not going to build them very often at all. But any like standard tank or any production thing, you want to use a hotkey for sure.
Yeah, I think I know. I'm using, by the way, games hotkeys. I didn't change it,
Okay,
but
I would
yeah,
probably I would probably change some of them for sure. I think, for
okay.
example, laser lock at L is really inconvenient. It's very far to the right of your keyboard, and you don't want to have to move your hand that much. Because I assume you're using mostly like 1 to 5 as your numbers
Uh, for my units.
for your units or your production buildings.
For my production buildings, yes, I use 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3 for my units usually.
Okay.
Uh, if I use Raptors or Mix, I try to number them like 2 Mix 4, 2 Mix 5, and 2 Raptors 4, 2 Raptors 5,
Yeah,
something like that.
that's fine. But you see like how everything is on the left side of the keyboard, and suddenly you have
Yeah,
to press like L to laser lock, so you have to move your hand a lot. And I think you want to avoid that just to be a little bit quicker with everything. Because no matter how good your strategies are gonna be in 0 hour, if your mechanics are not good, you still can't compete with like the experts. So
yeah.
both things matter a lot. Your mechanics and your
Okay.
strategies. So let's continue though for now.
Okay.
Sorry, what's the matchup? I missed that at the start.
He should be tank and I think stealth.
Okay. So what's your general idea of this matchup? What are you gonna try to do?
Uh, yeah, I think I improved on this matchup. In this stream, I wasn't good, but recently I played versus Logica. I hunt him, with Tech RPG and capture his flamer with hijacker, but he still won with one war factory because I wasted my quads to kill
Okay,
his power, lost them to the mines, but I don't think I played good in this match. I also hunted Satanic in this game, as I remember,
okay, fair enough.
but follow-ups wasn't good.
So just to like get an idea of like your understanding of the game, which army do you think is stronger in the late game?
I think super weapon very strong
No, I mean
and
between stealth
air
and
boss,
tank.
um, stealth probably
Right. Yeah, I
in
would
late
agree.
game, but kind of balanced because stealth doesn't have range units, and that's actually pretty small map. China reach your base easily.
Right,
I think,
but
yeah,
assuming
tank
like
tank is good in this map.
I mean assuming equal economy, I think stealth is usually has the advantage in the late game. If you're both on the same amount of supplies and have the same amount of income and you get to your palace and stuff, I think stealth is usually better, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I mean, you can dry tanks money in late game and win the
Exactly.
game because hackers are very expensive for tank
Yeah, don't build
and
them.
also air units. Uh, but yeah, early game tank is very strong,
Okay.
I
So
guess.
one issue I have with your early game already is this it's actually a pretty common strategy for China to build a supply there and truck wash you, and I think you would just lose to that.
Yeah,
Like
he
you can't have a
actually did
build
it
order that
on.
just loses you the game like 30% of the time right off the bat.
Okay,
So I think especially on this map you need a fast tunnel at your unsafe, and you need to rally a terrorist also to that supply.
yeah,
Because
that's right. That's right.
so that's the first thing I don't like. Alrighty.
My supplies are a little bit far away. Looks like
That's fine. It's not a big
maybe
deal
I'm
actually.
safe.
I think with the work on the right, I might have just tried to get the tunnel up near that building. Let me go back a little bit. But I
You mean the
guess,
garrison?
yeah, but I guess you're trying to be sneaky and get it at the back of his base.
Yeah.
Okay,
So my plan is kinda hunt him, get rid of his war factories, and win the game. That was my plan.
sure. So you got three terrorists, which is a bit of an odd number for stealth. So I guess you're looking to take out the reactor. Is that your plan?
No, I should have. Is that I will get one of them in middle, I guess.
Okay, you have one walking around on the map that you're gonna pick
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Wait, you're not stealth either. What are we talking about? You're actually vanilla Chile.
Okay, okay.
Also, try to avoid that at all costs. Like, you see how your technical's already out, and your second unit is not producing. There should be no delay between your first and your second unit.
Okay.
I'm personally not a big fan of Marauders, and the reason for that is assuming your
Slow.
opponents are on point when it comes to scrap deny, I think they're not very good. And
Okay.
you always want to play the game in a fashion where you assume your opponent's playing well. Because if your opponent's playing badly, you're most likely going to win anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So, because of that, I'm not saying. Like, you can mix them in, but I think as a default, I don't think Marauders are very good against China. Well,
Okay.
if they're not good against China, they're not good against anything.
And I think very slowly, I'm still is producing Marauders, right?
Okay. I do think you should try to get some of your RPGs into the buildings just for extra vision. I think vision's quite important. If you don't see stuff coming, you are not able to make any good decisions as a result. So
Okay.
I would definitely say that's a bit of a mistake. Um, you have one RPG inside of your technical. So I think you should evac your RPG and check for mines with it. Because if this is mined and you're losing this, the game's gonna be super hard for you. And you
Yeah,
definitely have enough time to do that. I know there's like
yeah,
a unit
I'm.
coming out, but yeah.
Mhm.
The,
Yeah, actually, after this, yeah, I learned my. I lost a lot of tech terror. I'm checking
right.
definitely.
So these are things that cost you a lot of consistency. Like your build order
Yeah,
lose like 30% of the time at least right off the bat because you didn't have a tunnel or a terrorist on the left side. And if you lose your tech tear, your win percentage drops significantly. So you see like only two things 2 minutes into the game that already cost you a lot of games if you were to repeat these mistakes. But it's fine. You said you tried to fix them or you did fix them, so that's good.
yeah,
I don't think you're usually gonna get that doser with one RPG, but it's okay. Um, yeah, I think this Marauder should have definitely tried to fight the Dragon Tank, like pop it out of the tunnel. You also, again, missed your production.
yeah.
So you only have 2 units out, and it's almost like 2:30 into the game. I'm pretty sure, like if you were on top of things, you would already have three, potentially 4 units out, and that makes a big difference because if you have like an extra unit out, it's easier for you to maintain map control because then you can shut down those dragon tanks. And you also have 2.4k right now. So what's your plan with that? Like, you should always have a reason why you're floating so much because you could already be throwing down a supply.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
There's no point in, unless you're saving for a palace, which would be kind of weird. There's no reason to have as much money as you do right now.
Yeah, without kind of uh decent army, I never go palace first against tank
Yeah, I think
because you
that's
can't
fine.
defend.
But my point is more so like anytime you have more than 1500 as China or Chile, you gotta ask yourself, why
Mhm.
am I not expanding? Because
Yeah,
money that you just have in the bank does nothing for you.
that's true. That's true.
Okay, so he doesn't scrap deny. So that supply, I think, could have been up already. Could already be mining. Okay, so you got one dosa.
I'm again going for Marauders.
Yeah, I mean, now Marauders are actually becoming pretty strong because you managed to hunt him. And also,
Yeah, and
your tunnel position, as you can see, is a bit off now.
yes, that's
Like,
bad.
tunnel should be like
Not
here.
protecting, yeah, supply.
Um, these two RPGs, I would put one RPG in that white bunker that I just scrolled by. It's gonna provide you with a lot of vision, and it means you don't have to leave a Marauder there.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't like putting RPGs against tank because flamers denying easily every one of them. I usually do it if I have tunnel nearby.
Well, I think you should do it regardless. It's good for you to just see what's happening.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah,
they
that's
send a
true.
dragon tank there, it's okay. So
And
not
look at this, I missed this dragon and they're
right.
costing the game.
So he's 100 now, right?
Yes.
And so I think what you should do now is definitely spam a line of tunnels, since all you have to do is like survive at this point.
Yeah, true.
So I would not even go for a tech tear. He and my reason is that he's 100 right now, so he's tank on two supplies to war factories. So he's gonna have excess cash anyway. So him mining his reactor and both supplies is not gonna slow down his production. So he should always be doing that, at least. So
Yeah,
what you're hoping is that you catch him off guard and he didn't mine his war factory. But again, I think that's very inconsistent. That's not gonna produce consistent results for you. So I would just invest all of that money into tunnels and buildings at this stage.
okay.
I don't like where you're clicking with your technical because of what we just talked about. There's no reason why he doesn't have his supply mined right now. He should always have it mined because he's gonna float cash, right? He's 100, he's on two supplies. So,
Yeah, and he has
y-
mines. I
right,
know.
so you should send your technical like this
Okay.
and not through here, which is where it's gonna drive based on where you clicked. Yep, you're a little bit late reacting to that here. I think seeing how you're gonna lose your supply on the left, could maybe try to expand to the right, see if that's an option for you. Why are you getting quads right now?
Maybe misclick.
Okay, because you got two quads against the tank who stores 100, and I don't quite see the point of that.
Yeah, he can get air units, I know.
Right. So you see,
Uh,
like, if you
yeah.
thought about it beforehand, like you should be able to tell that's what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, yeah. That was a big
There's just no
mistake.
universe where this isn't mined. And I mean, that's pretty expansive. You lost there. That's like four terrorists, so that's 800, and then a technical. Um,
And I am on a one supply. Oh
right,
no.
right. So you can't really afford these things.
But that stream was 2 weeks ago, I guess.
Okay.
I probably watched this again and learned.
So I also think you needed to manually produce a few RPGs because the only way you have to win this game right now is with the battle bus and microing it very well.
Yeah.
But you don't even have the money for that. Okay. I think we can fast forward because I don't think you can hold that anymore, most likely.
Yeah. I know the end, so I'm not gonna spoil.
Right, you see, now you have like a battle bus, but you have no RPGs for it, so it's not gonna do all that much. Okay. Yeah, let's just move on to the next game, maybe. Do you have
Yeah,
any
yeah.
questions about this one?
No, no, no.
All right.
I understand.
Oh, looks like it's gonna continue for a little bit.
I
Mm,
won this one,
okay, let's skip
by
that
the
one
way.
then. I think in general it's better to focus on your losses instead of your wins.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I lost this one, as I remember.
Okay, so short disclaimer, I think Chilemia is probably my worst matchup, so take everything I say with a grain of salt.
Yeah. And I don't know, did you notice that? But I'm in these games, I am not building fake barracks, but I am now building fake barracks because
That's
I
good,
know
I think.
I can use workers,
Hmm.
the worker building that barracks. I know the beneficial
Right.
that.
It's a good little change, I would say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you are going for an oil capture by the looks of it.
Yeah. I think he was Tox or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he was Tox. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. Yeah, already not a great position to be in because you're unlikely to get the oil on the left and the one on the right got denied. So,
And my take was kind of late.
right. Yes, rough as it sounds, I think the game's almost over already.
Yeah,
It's just the way Zero works, kinda. If you go for an oil capture and you don't get any oil to start with, and you don't have any map control because he's toxin, it's gonna be super hard to win.
yeah. And I will lose middle.
Right, right. Okay, this is yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
So the only thing I would say at this point is I don't think getting scopes right now helps you to ever make a comeback in this game. I think the only way you can realistically come back is crushing a lot of his workers at this point because of how super far behind you are already. So I think that's your only out in this game. So the only way you can come back is hope he's not paying attention, hope you can crush a few workers, and yeah, delay his economy that way. Because I think, given that you're already behind in economy, since you lost a bunch of workers, you are behind in map control. If you just spam scopes now, I don't think you can come back pretty much ever.
Yeah.
So while it sucks and you would rely on him messing up, I think it's the best thing you can do in this position. So let's move on to another game because I
Yeah, yeah,
really think this
yeah.
game's already
That's
over.
already over. Yeah.
Let me just see the matchup quickly. Need to go back slightly more. So you have Vanilla China. Wait, do you remember what you had? Otherwise, I.
I don't know.
Oh, demo. Okay.
Demo. Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't throw down your scaffold while your dosa is still inside of your CC. It's very likely to bug out if you do that. Wait until the dosa is out of the CC.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see. It's like
Yeah,
being
yeah.
really silly, and that's preventable if you don't place your scaffold so early. I'm not gonna comment too much on your initial build order because I think as vanilla China you kinda need to be a little bit unpredictable when it comes to the start. By that I mean you can't always go for an oil capture, but you should do it sometimes. You should sometimes do like a dragon tank drop or whatever. So I think your build order seems fine so far.
Yeah, because that matchup, you need money as China
Right.
to survive. I think I'm faking oils actually.
Hmm.
I'm going bunker leaks.
I might just try to commit to the oil capture being vanilla China, I think. Also, I don't think it would like slow down your build order that much. You can still get a helix almost at the same time right now. Like you see, you have 1200 left anyway.
Yeah,
So I might just go for a Gatlix instead, I think, and go for the oil capture. But given that he tunneled the oil, it's probably good you didn't. Do you ever go for two helixes?
no.
Okay. I think
I just
against specifically demo, it can be a fine gamble, like a fine attempt
getting
to
mines.
get lucky because almost every demo is very likely to start with a tech tear.
Yeah.
So if there's and also their quads are more expensive. So if there's any GLA you wanna try it against, it's probably demo.
You mean the all-in
Right.
build order? Okay.
Again, shouldn't be something you do every time, but I think it's good to mix in. Yeah, this has been a common theme where you build your first unit and now your helix is already in the middle of the map until you start your second unit. So you really need to work on there not being as much delay
Okay.
between your units.
Like first game.
Hmm. Okay, that's not a bad start. I don't like where your screen is, however. Okay,
You
like
don't like what?
okay, it's getting better now. I was saying I didn't like where your screen is because I think the helix should always be at the top of your screen because you want to see the quad coming. You don't want to
Okay.
like see this church or anything. Like all you care about is how close the quad is. Okay?
Yeah, because he has a tunnel in top.
Right.
I want to see that church, I guess.
Sure.
And
You're gonna be
I
able
will
to get
lose
that
this.
here. So what's the main mistake right now?
Uh, Not spending my money behind that.
Exactly. You're at 4.1k and it's only 3 minutes into the game. You actually did have a good start here, but you're not doing anything behind it.
Yeah, maybe I should get more Lixis or
Yeah, you can
War
just
Factory.
commit to Lixis.
Deny tunnels
Exactly.
behind that. Yeah.
Because right now, if you keep him on one supply for a while by continuously spamming Lixis, you actually have a good shot at winning this game. But if your follow-up is too late and he's gonna have quads standing there to defend your one Helix, then you probably can't
Yeah.
deny his second supply anymore. So that can really just cost you the game that you're almost at 5k right now. That's like
Yeah,
a
that's
whole
true.
other Helix you could have already.
I should have like 3 Lixis already.
Right. Wait, I think you got the speaker tower also. Yeah, you didn't get a bunker.
Yeah. I lost that Lix, by the way, first one.
Yeah, I saw that, but I mean that can happen. Like, sure, maybe just didn't pay well enough attention to it. But I think what can't happen is you just floating so much. I think
Yeah.
that's just gonna hurt you a lot.
And now he has bunch of quads.
Right. So yeah, if you had like a few more helixes, now you could maybe, since he popped everything, try to go towards his base if you think it's too much for you to defend, because I doubt he has much in his base, having popped everything there. But given that you just have one helix with a, well, basically one bunker helix and another prop helix, I don't think your army is big enough to really threaten his base, so there's not much you can do at this point. And it really just came down to you floating. Okay, so, but I think
You
looking
can
at
move
your
on.
POV, like your speed is pretty decent, I would say. Gotta work on macroing a bit better. So let's have a look at one or two replays then, because I think replays in general are a bit better to analyze than, because I can like scroll around. Now I'm forced to like just have a look at your vision.
We can watch. I think my recent games.
The ones you
Yeah,
sent me,
but
right?
Logica. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, let's do that.
I mean, yeah, newest games was with Logica, I guess.
Okay. So I opened some of them, but only deleted the ones that had like a really bad matchup. So you sent me some, what was it? Like Nuke versus Inf against Logica, where you just got kind of owned.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just a bad matchup. So I don't think I can tell you anything that makes you suddenly beat Logica Nuke versus Inf. So I just got rid of that.
Yeah, this is freestyle, by the way.
Okay.
I will work. That was a lot of work. I
Wait,
will
he
work.
was tank, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was tank.
Right. Okay.
I will
Upgrade
work.
complete.
I will work. I will work. That was a lot of work. Building construction has been
Are you
completed.
late with your terrorists?
Yeah.
I will work.
Okay.
I will work.
So again, that's kind of you really need to be more consistent, I think, with your early game. You can't just lose so many games because you're not prepared for a truck rush. That's gonna cost you a lot of games, I can already tell you, with GLA against China.
I will work. I will work.
I learned that lesson
Okay, good.
in pretty bad ways, to be honest.
I am finished with the building.
Because he will probably kill my
That was a
workers,
lot
yeah,
of work.
on the right side.
A warrior has fallen. Upgrade complete.
I am finished with the building. Building construction has been completed.
Yeah, it's already a pretty bad start again.
A warrior
Yeah.
has fallen.
Bolted down and ready.
What do
Yeah,
you
Could
want?
maybe
the
try
early
to
game.
serve these workers. Right.
Yeah, I now better understanding about this
I will work.
early
A
game
warrior
deciding
has
the games. I guess,
I will
mostly.
work.
And also same thing again,
Yeah.
I think, where's your second unit?
I will work.
I think probably queued up a scope. Yeah, but
Yeah, but this is way too late. Like, there's no way that he should be able to get a Dragon Tank by the time your scope just pops. So I think you must have been pretty late again, queuing up your second
A
unit.
warrior has fallen.
yeah, so far that's the issue.
Right.
Not getting terrorists against track rush, and
And it's really important that you fix your early game, because so many games in 0 hour decided in the first 4 or 5 minutes already.
yeah, that's very true.
You did manage to get a super attack, however, so maybe have a bit of a shot. Yeah, it
but-
also seems like whenever
I
you're
know
like,
the end. I don't know.
whenever you're microing something, I think you're kind of sleeping in your base. Yeah, there's no workers being rebuilt, so
Our work is complete.
And
will work.
I'm missing this one, I think.
Hang on.
you got it, I think.
I will work.
Upgrade complete.
I will work.
A warrior has fallen.
I will work.
Yeah, because I damaged so far so early, I'm trying to micro this technical
Mm-hmm.
to
That's fine.
deal him some damage back. I don't know.
I mean, it's the only thing you can try to do right now, I'd say. So that's definitely fine. Don't go too close to that.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, so you're getting rid of that. That's nice. Again, I would pop one RPG, put it in one of these buildings just for some extra vision.
What do you want?
Yeah, same mistakes like first game, I
Yeah.
guess.
Do you need a stinger site right now?
Yeah, I think I don't need.
Like, you just killed his barracks, right?
Yeah.
So you really don't need a stinger site right now. Again, that stinger site combined with a 650 could be another supply for you. And then you can get the stinger site in case he's gonna continue spamming Lexus a little bit later, but in the meantime, you will already have mined from 3 supplies the whole time.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So the order where how you do things really needs to change in that regard. I probably would have just picked that off. You already damaged it. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Building construction has been completed. That was a lot of work.
A
I will
warrior
obey.
has
I'm
fallen.
just a peasant.
Okay, so you not killing that Gatling might cost you some workers.
Uh,
You also only have 3 workers on both supplies mining.
yeah, that was a mistake as well.
I will work.
Yeah, it's a lot of small mistakes that just add up. And yeah, this is why I told you like to put one RPG in that building, because then your vision would probably be up to here. And then very likely you wouldn't have missed like that dragon tank and also this unit here. You see very late now? Because you didn't have vision over it for a while until it got here.
I am finished with the building.
Well done, General. You have reached a higher rank. A warrior has fallen.
Bolted down and ready.
Okay.
Defend our homes. Don't get on my bad side.
Building construction has been completed.
I think he has like 4 supplies
I
right
will
now,
work.
while I am not
A
collecting.
warrior has fallen.
I will work.
Okay. At least you can like scrap up another technical. Why not? Not too bad.
Scorpion rocket installed, sir.
Yeah, so I think it's a really big mistake. I know I pointed it out before, but you really want
Yes,
more
I
vision
know.
here.
I am finished with the building.
Like, we don't even know if he has 3 supplies. Or like another supply here. Okay, looks
We'll
like
take
he
him
went for
apart.
the oil. Yeah. I think you should have definitely checked the oil. Like, seeing a red card here.
Yes.
Building construction has been completed.
Okay, you did
I am
fix some of the
finished with
worker
the
issues.
By the way, people are saying your stream is lagging.
It's lagging? Huh.
Yeah, freezing sometimes, I think.
Is it when I'm pausing like this, or is it just generally lagging? Let me see.
Freezing a little bit
Hmm.
sometimes as I watch.
That kinda sucks. I'm not sure how to fix that actually.
Uh, what's your upload speed?
Ah, it's pretty decent normally. Maybe it is because of the screen share. Well,
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry guys. I will try to fix it for next time. I don't think there's anything I can do right now.
That is a lot of work.
A warrior has fallen.
So I think the easiest way in general to beat tank is really camp these buildings. Because if you just put a bunch of RPGs inside of here and you pop and just snipe the dragon tanks, tank usually can't proceed anymore. You can never like
Yeah.
just ignore these buildings having RPGs in them with your battle masters and just drive by. So I think again here you missed a bit of an opportunity to like just snipe the dragon tank, because you do have at least 4 scopes inside of here. Maybe it's like 2 scopes to quads or whatever, but definitely enough to kill that.
Yeah, that's true.
I will work.
And I think it's already GG, no map control and losing ground.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it's certainly not looking great, but I think another mistake you do here is like you keep everything inside of your tunnel, but the way scopes work, you kind of want to hit and run with them. So you want to fire the rockets and then you probably want to go back inside of your tunnel and keep repeating that process. So you should already have popped everything, fired all of your rockets, and then well, let them recharge the rocket, because you're probably not going to win if you just take like one big fight against this. But you can win if you just chip off this army. Take 1 or 2 out at a time.
Yeah, that's right.
So no reason, like you've seen the attack coming a mile away, so there's no reason why you're not already out and fighting this.
Bolted down and ready.
A warrior has fallen.
I'll make the sacrifice.
Yeah, now I can pop.
Right. And even if you do pop now, like you will already lose your supply. So that's just way too late.
Our homes are in peril.
A warrior has fallen. Well done, General. You have reached a higher rank.
Okay, so I think game's kinda looking rough again.
Yeah.
A warrior has
Yeah, not
fallen.
much you can do. Okay, I mean the start was really terrible for you, so try to work on that. Make sure you're more consistent there. Let's do 1 or 2 more, and then I will try to fix my settings for next time. Okay, maybe not a USA mirror, just because I think strategically they're actually not that complicated. It's mostly about micro, so there's not much. Like, there's still stuff I can teach you about them, but yeah, not quite as much. So here we have you with stealth versus tank. Okay, that should be fun.
It was this game.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, the one you previously talked about? That was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
close. Okay.
I will work. I am finished with the building.
Hello everyone in chat. I'm sorry if it's lagging.
I am finished with the building.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's lagging.
Let's go car shopping.
Well, sorry guys, I can't really fix it right now.
I will work.
How about the
will work.
test
I
driver?
guess. Let me check.
Building construction has been completed.
So you're
Ah,
starting
it's
with a
fully.
hijacker? Okay.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah, it's lagging quite a lot right
Damn
now.
it.
I
Yes.
am finished with the building.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the screen share. Like, normally I
That was a
don't.
lot of work.
I think my previous
I will
streams
work.
have been fine.
Does Streamlabs has an
will work.
option
Bolted down and ready.
which you can see your bitrate? Let me check.
Yeah, I will just do one more replay and then I will try to fix it for the next stream, I think.
Okay.
I can drive anything.
So I think it would be
Our
pretty
clan is
helpful for
strong.
you if you
They won't
hotkeyed
expect anything.
your hijacker because you really want to check up on it consistently while also microing
What
your
do you
technical,
want?
which is really difficult if you don't have this guy hotkeyed.
Okay.
I'll puncture the next thing that moves.
A warrior has fallen.
Again, you have no vision on the right side at all, so I would put like one RPG somewhere where I can see if there's a flanking dragon tank, because especially against tank, you know he went for 2 war factories, and he went for 2 war factories at the back, right? So it's very common actually for like people to send a dragon tank down that side, and you have no way of seeing it coming until it's basically here. So that's very little reaction time. If you're busy with anything else on the map, you're not gonna react to this.
And I usually fall for that.
I'll puncture the next
Right,
thing
and
that
I mean, I haven't even, like, this is one unit we have seen, but we've not seen any other units on the right, like, until now. So there's a very decent chance there could be a dragon tank.
moves. I'll puncture the next thing that moves.
Building construction has been completed.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Also the last dose are here.
I'll puncture the next thing that moves.
Building construction has been completed.
I'll puncture the next thing that moves.
Are you gonna successfully
A
hunt him?
warrior has fallen.
It very much looks like it. Okay. So, what should you do right now?
Yeah, I think I get more tunnels and
Mhm.
defend until he dries, and maybe counterattack when he decides to push me from one side,
Okay.
pop my units from the other side, but yeah, I don't want to spoil it.